And according to, who's got this here? Luca Evans, he says that Courtland Sutton did participate in all team periods today.
Nice.
A little bit different than what we learned yesterday. Is all of this by design? Was Courtland doing that, hoping that it got a little bit of buzz that it got, and then now the team is aware and he does this in the second day? Or is this just, what would you say, the acclimation period? Is that a part of this?
Yeah, I think that's a part of that. I want to know, and when ZB gets in here for crosstalk, I'm going to ask him, like, why does he always mention Court's agent by name?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, interesting. So was it on purpose? Did he do it for eyeballs? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's wired that way necessarily, but again, I'm the guy that's accused of being Courtland Sutton's agent. So, no, it's not me. It's the other guy that Zach knows, but, like, I think it was just part of acclimation. This is going to sound really bad. These first 2 days don't really matter. Yeah. It's not actually training camp. I know people, it's Broncos training camp. No, that's tomorrow. These are 2 acclimation days. And how do I know that? Well, one, my man Mace backs me up. So if Andrew Mason's saying it, it's going to be true. Mm-hmm. This isn't training camp. These are acclimation days. So if Courtland Sutton didn't do 7-on-7s in an acclimation day, do you know how much I care? 0. 0. Now, it's interesting. Is it a hold in? Well, obviously it's not. If in the second acclimation day he is participating, which means we can assume, very dangerous, that tomorrow when we're out there broadcasting live from Broncos Park powered by Common Spirit, Courtland Sutton will be a full participant.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it.
I can't wait.
They're going to get, 11-on-11s, a little mini scrimmage going on, which we would assume is going to happen. Yeah, it should be. We should be seeing 14 on it. And I'm still. So they're going to work tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday off.
Sunday off, yeah, and then 6 days in a row next week, Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
And then
there'll
Sunday
be a lot
off.
Of pads coming on
and
next
then
week.
a couple days on, couple days off. So it's going to be a weird, wonky schedule. Also, I don't know if you looked at the schedule, but there's 2 joint practices.
I saw that last night because they'll go to San Francisco and then host Arizona.
Right.
And that's the first preseason game and the last preseason game.
And Mace is going to be in San Francisco.
Nice.
We could still go.
Oh, yeah.
He did get, I think he got a double in his room.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'll sleep on the floor. You sleep on the other bed.
I'll sleep on the floor, too. I'm not a beggar.
Yeah, I'll sleep in the bath.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll sleep in the tub.
We just need some investors.
Possibly you.
Exactly. Send us to San Francisco now and in February. But either way, Mace will be on the case. We'll be checking in with him there. And those joint practices are more important than the preseason games, in my opinion.
Agreed.
So how does that look? How does this team stack up? It's about the work against the opponent, getting specifically what you want to do. In a preseason game, it comes down to the game structure and what happens within the said game. In a joint practice, you can say, I want to work 3rd and long today. Make sure your guys are in this look because I really want to see how we operate against this. And opposing coaching staffs work together on that. Not in a game. In a game, even preseason, you're not going to show anything. It's all vanilla.
Yeah.
My favorite flavor of ice cream. But like that's the thing. These joint practices are very important. Starting Friday, that's when the very important stuff starts. These first couple of days, you're just ramping up. You're getting your wind, basically.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, if we look at this in 2 weeks from right now, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's say in 2 weeks from right now, Courtland's got a new contract extension, and he looks like the best wide receiver at camp. Anybody going to give a damn about these 2 days?
No,
they won't.
No.
They absolutely will
not at all.
So it's good news, though, that he is participating in a full manner. The other thing that we're learning out at Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit, I'm looking at a tweet from Luca Evans. I'm sure 95 people have the same tweet because that's how Broncos media works. But Mike McGlinchey was not present today. And there's no information as to whether or not it's a veteran off day. That would be kind of weird on day number 2, wouldn't it? Maybe he has
might be a family thing.
Family, not an emergency, but a family event.
Acclimation day.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McGlinchey, good to go. And by the way, just based on his contract, he's going to be here for a while.
Yeah. So no worry about McGlinchey not being around today.
No.
Rookie wide receiver Joaquin Davis had 2 standout grabs, says Luca Evans, and then great outside linebacker activity. What does that mean? What's outside linebacker activity?
Edge.
Getting to the quarterback from Nick Bonito, your guy Q Robinson, and he throws Johnny Walker Jr. on the end of that too. You've talked about Q But you've also talked a lot about Johnny Walker saying you can't hide a guy like this. They have to find room for him on the 53.
Well, in full disclosure, when they drafted Q Robinson, and again, wanting a Rondé Gadsden or one of these other players, I was like, I'm getting some Delarian Turner-Yell vibes. I'm totally wrong about Q Robinson to this point, and I don't want to be right about Q Robinson being only a special teams guy. And again, college football analysts have reached out to me and said, like, the guy couldn't get on the field till Nick Saban left. What was that about? Well, I guess sometimes it takes time. Plus, he's been a stud at rookie minicamp, a stud at OTAs, a stud at mandatory, now a stud 2 days acclimation. So, yeah, continue that and see what this young man can do. So I like that. Johnny Walker is a very special player that they pick up undrafted, they pay as an undrafted player, and they're probably going to have to keep on the 53. You cannot sneak him through at all whatsoever. And Joaquin Davis, what is that, like North Carolina Central, top of my head, where he went to school, he is long. He has incredible speed, athleticism, burst. Another guy that during rookie minicamp, Mason and I did the, like, did you see that?
Yeah.
And then during OTAs, Mace was there and I was on air. He came through again. So it's good to see. Sean Payton talked about stacking days and Bo Nix stacking days. I think McGlinchey might have said something about Bo stacking days. These young guys are stacking days as well. Q Robinson doing that every single time the Broncos practice has been open to the media. Q Robinson has made a play. Not hyperbole, fact.
That's awesome.
Every time. And we're talking about, I'll do quick math. We're talking about like 8 days have been open this offseason to the media. In those 8 days, there have been 8 Q Robinson standout performances. I mean, if that's not a clear line for a trend and what the kid's doing, then nobody's paying attention.
Why was Johnny Walker undrafted?
If you look at his game, people will almost do a little bit of the Nick Bonito thing on him. Like, well, yeah, but he's just a rusher. I'm like, wait.
That's a pretty important piece.
Hold up. Why did Nick Bonito fall that far? Why did George Payton drop an F-bomb when they picked Nick Bonito? Because at 64, unless we get blown away, what?
Unless we get blown away, we're going to take Bonito. Nick Bonito at 64, holy.
And they go, Johnny Walker undrafted, holy.
I think he said the F word there. Do you think he said F or S?
I think he said the F word too.
Nick Bonito, holy
yeah.
beep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like when people in power use the F word. It like I don't know, I like it a lot.
That don't use it all the time.
Yeah, like
right?
it's unique, right. You know what it does to me?
It turns us on. Turns us on. It's kind of sexy, matter of fact.
I'm like, you're in a position of power and you just dropped the F-bomb?
Whoa.
We can run in the same circles. I definitely appreciate that. I had asked you this earlier too, and I want us both to answer and get some information or at least responses on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. Are we already to a point where contracts and lack of, I should say, are a distraction for this football team on day 2 of Broncos training camp?
Yeah, it's already a distraction.
Just Courtland or everybody?
No, everybody.
Really?
Everybody. And I'm talking about Zach Allen too. So the big 3. You have 3 players in place, and no apologies to John Franklin Myers, apologies to Malcolm Roach. You guys aren't going to get paid, in my opinion. Could totally be wrong. Be happy to be wrong. Sutton's a distraction right now. Nick Bonito's a distraction right now. And Zach Allen's a lesser distraction, but it's still there. Because you understand in the construction of this team and moving forward, you have to have all 3 of those guys. As stacked as you are at edge, and Q Robinson, Johnny Walker, they're not Nick Bonito yet. And they may never be Nick Bonito. You need that guy bad. Courtland Sutton, we can be excited about Pat Bryant. We can be excited about Devon Vele. None of them are Courtland Sutton yet. You need them right now. And you need to make sure that they're focused on everything and they're not, that's my agent's job. No, you're thinking about it. That's player speak. Well, yeah, I don't really think about it. It's my agent's problem. No. You're thinking about it. You just answered the question. So I would like these distractions to be done. And to say it's not a distraction right now is to just be a homer. They're totally not distracted, guys. It's a distraction.
So when you say it's a distraction, because I look at it as like it's certainly a distraction for those players, because especially if you're Courtland Sutton, how is that not in the back of your mind? Today, when you're lining up in all those team drills, you're going, am I doing the right thing here? Or am I getting abused and used by my employer in this situation? So I agree with you. For the players, it's certainly a distraction. I guess I should have rephrased of like, is it a distraction for the coaches and the rest of the guys in the locker room? Or is it to the point, there's 90-something dudes down there. Everybody goes, I got to worry about me. I like you, but I can't worry about what's going on with you. I'm trying to get a job.
There's a
down
little
here.
bit of that, but what's the human condition? The human condition is you're going to be concerned about those
You're right.
that you care about.
Yeah.
So if you're another wide receiver, you're like, they're working on your money, Court. I mean, maybe you don't talk about another man's money, never rub another man's rhubarb, like whatever. Like, but that's just human. That's the human condition. You're going to have some sort of concern or some sort of thought, even if you're a conditioned football machine. Coaches are different because they're freaks.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
work all the time. So, all right, they're going to be different. They're going to be focused on what they're doing. But players are going to care. You're going to care if Nick Benito gets paid because you're next. If you're Marvin Mims, you're going to care that Courtland Sutton gets paid because you're next.
Heck yeah.
You're the next guy. A year from now, we're going to be talking about what do they do with Marvin Mims? He really exploded last year, and now they've already paid Courtland Sutton. You can pay Sutton in a term that will allow you to pay Marvin Mims if you want to next year. That can totally happen. And you need to do it to send the message that Sutton does everything the right way, not the Will Smith, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, he's done some other stuff. All I know is he's not on TMZ. He's not in the police blotter. Courtland Sutton's doing everything you need him to do. You pay the guy so that these distractions are eliminated for this team that is set up to make a Super Bowl run, not later, but this year.
Doing it right now. That's exactly right. All right, so we'll see. I was going to say earlier, too, maybe this is something where it's being talked about. There's, here's our offer, here's our counter, here's our counter to your counter, here's another counter on the counter on the counter, and all that's going down right now between the Broncos, Courtland Sutton's agent, and Cecil Lammey. And then something gets done on Sunday. Day off, you know what I mean? You kind of put your feet up in the air, like, let me come in and sign my name on a piece of paper and get a nice payday.
Well, and if you're Sutton, they're totally not thinking about it. It's totally not a distraction. Jalen Polk with the Patriots got a pulled muscle. Justin Fields got stepped on, carted off the field. It's already happening. And if you're an NFL player, you know what NFL players do? They pay attention to the NFL.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like, oh, man, did you see Fields? I heard he was okay. I texted him. Cooper texted him or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the conversations that are going to be happening. And if you're a wide receiver and you see another wide receiver, I know a lot of people won't know Jalen Polk, but like you see another wide receiver that goes down with a pulled muscle and you're like, even if it's acclimation, even if it's no pads, even if it's all these other things, there's still that possibility of something coming up.
Yep. And that, I mean, look, you can, the other side of that is like, who's going to make $13 million this year? He'll be fine. It's different worlds, right? Like if you give me $13 million, I'm probably good for the rest of my life. But it's different lifestyles that are going on.
Yes.
So, we'll find out. Again, as you guys know, we're going to continue to monitor and keep our ears on the ground to when a contract extension is coming for Courtland. When we know, you will certainly know. I want to hear from Sean Payton.